Alright, welcome back. I thought I would try and get a free AI chatbot working by asking a AI chatbot for the code. I actually got it working with fairly minimal effort really, with just a couple of errors which were quite easy to fix, and I got a working AI chatbot for free. Asking AI for a script. So as everyone does these days, rather than coding it all up, I just asked AI for a working chatbot script. It produced a fairly decent looking script with minimal lines of code and a bit of Tailwind CSS to make it look fairly decent. So to start off, I had to go and grab an API key from openrouter.ai. It seemed to work pretty well, and it's got a bunch of free tiers to use. So to get access to it, it just recommended OpenRouter.ai, which gives you access to a selection of AI APIs with an easy sign-up process. I think I just did the Google sign-up. I think it took me about 3 minutes to sign up and search for the AI and generate a key. And once you have the key, just copy it into the code provided. Now we have the API key, just chuck it in the field here, replacing the placeholder for the API key. Nice and easy. Now we just have to upload the chat code and test it. So I create a folder on my existing site and uploaded the chat PHP file. When I ran it for the first time, the script seemed to time out, but I think that might have been just an issue with my server. When the script did run and not time out, it actually did have a curl error, which basically meant that the server didn't have php-curl installed. This is a fairly easy process to just install the php-curl add-on and enable it in the php-ini. Also recommended to enable the php-curl extension in PHP, so I just went into the php-ini file and searched for the php-curl and uncommented that line out. I'm pretty sure I had this before, but maybe I just hadn't used it for a while. As I'm using Ubuntu on this server, I could just run the apt install php-curl, which seemed to install this extension fairly easily. Then after this, just restart PHP, FPM, and Nginx, and then we went to test again. So after those little server errors, which might have just been me, I can now access the chatbot directly. To test it, I asked if it could solve the PHP error that I was having previously, which it seemed to be able to provide the answer quite easily, although it did seem to take a while to post the data and then retrieve it from the API. So it does take probably around 20 seconds. It's definitely not instant. So that probably is the API fault, not the script. So I think I might actually end up adding a bit of database to this as well, so it can store the answers, and then it can kind of build its own database with AI. That'd be interesting. So that is how easy it is to create your own AI chatbot from scratch using AI. Anyway, I'll link to the code in the description if you're interested in it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.